All right, so here we go with Week 9 NFL reactions. This will be a shorter one than when I do my full video, but of course a longer one than when I do my best 3 games one. So here we go. I'm just going to make these talks short and sweet. So the Jets do beat the Texans. So it's off to a slow start for the Jets, getting some boos from the Jets fans. Texans are injured and banged up. Joe Mixon was at least able to get maybe the Texans some scores, help my fantasy team. CJ Stroud not really playing well, maybe having a sophomore slump. Garrett Wilson, what a catch. Jets win it. They might still be playoff contenders, but I don't think so. Guys, a Cowboys fan, our season might be done because Dak is hurt, CeeDee's banged up, Mike is coming back, but Bland's still out. And, of course, this game didn't really prove anything, of course, being at least knowing that we fought with them and with a good Falcons team. But, obviously, the offense isn't good enough. The defense isn't good enough. That's not good enough. Never will be good enough. Falcons, of course, Kirk Cousins throwing 3 TDs. Bijan running over them, not scoring any TDs, though, but not Chris Olave. Darnell Mooney and Drake London, who got hurt in that game, did get a TD, and Diggs playing not a good game. Obviously, we haven't really seen him play a good game this year, besides maybe the Browns game, which still seems like the whole defense. Coaching is not good. The ownership is not good. This team might need to tank. Well, let me know, because I don't know. They might need to. I'm not saying they definitely need to, but they might need to. Falcons, though, looking pretty good. They definitely needed a QB. Ravens offense, man, they're really good. They score right up on the Broncos defense, who have really had a great season. And now, of course, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson just keep racking up those points on offense. Derrick Henry, was okay on Thursday night when they, because this is after Week 10 Thursday Night Football. This is going into Week 10 Sunday and Monday, but. Of course, we saw the offense do much better in the second half in that game. Now, this game, they were going whole entire game. Henry scores 2 TDs. Perfect pass rating for Lamar Jackson. This offense is dangerous, especially you can see when they play the good defenses, they're even more dangerous. Usually it's on and off if this game's good or bad. Last time they played in Miami, it was bad. 2 years ago, or like 2 times ago when they played, it was good, and then it was bad before that. It seems to be good, bad, whatever. But this one was definitely good. Of course, it was slow for Buffalo. It looked like they made a lot. We were going to lose, but it looked like back and forth a little bit, just a little bit, not like every possession, but back and forth maybe a teeny bit in the second half. Dolphins scoring, then the Bills scoring the 60-yarder, then the Finns trying to come back, and then a tie game, PI, kick the field goal, Tyler Bass sends the Bills win, and they're 7-2. You had to fire Dennis Allen. This is terrible. I understand the injuries, Derek Carr, Raheem Shaheed, Chris Olave, but you got to at least win, especially against the Panthers and Bryce Young. I don't know what you're doing. Saints fans, I know Saints fans, and I got some friends in there. I know they're probably watching this video, and of course this is a public account, so I'm sure, but I got some friends I know that are watching this video, talking to you, Trip, Reed, whatever. It's just terrible. Y'all got to get this fixed. And at least y'all fire your head coaches. I know you're wanting that. Good luck to y'all. Last time y'all won a game was against us, and y'all blew us out. I know y'all can do it. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, of course, being the reason why the Bengals are, at least still in it. That the defense is not really that good. They let up 24 points, as I remember, to the Raiders, who don't really have that good of an offense. I thought the Raiders would be really good this year, but they lost some guys. They lost Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and I thought Gardner Minshew would at least maybe do something with Max Crosby on the defense side, Antonio Pierce as a head coach. Maybe he would turn something around. Doesn't seem like that right now. Doesn't seem like that'll be for a while. Maybe next year. Maybe they gotta get some guys though. Obviously, Cincinnati playing great, not winning as many games as some people wanted them to, as I thought they would. I thought they'd be better, but they seem to be like last year. But the defense has to be better. Offense is a big reason why they are winning these games, and we've seen that from them. But the defense, of course, we've seen them also play some good games as well. But the Bengals are now probably, I think, 4-6 now because of Thursday night. Chargers and Browns. Of course, Jameis Winston didn't look like he had that big game like he did against Baltimore. That could have just been a divisional matchup. But the LA Chargers take care of business. J.K. Dobbins has a great game. Best I've seen him in a while, but it did hurt going against them. But I still won in fantasy. The Chargers, Justin Herbert, good game for him. The Cleveland Browns having a tough season. Obviously, I know I got some friends that also are Cleveland Browns fans, and, of course, they're not happy. Chargers having a better season with John Harbaugh. I'm very interested to see because I know they're 5-3, but they feel like the Steelers. They just really don't seem like a 5-3 team. But they're like last year's Steelers, and not even this year's Steelers look that good. But you're 5-3. What are you gonna do? Commanders and Giants. Now, when they played back in week 2, it looked like, hey, maybe the Commanders aren't that good this year, and I didn't think they would be. Like, I thought they'd be like below average team, but 7-10, I thought they'd be. I think. Well, this seems to be, I guess, the game where they're just gonna fight. It's the NFC East, it's a division game, whatever. And somehow teams seem to do stuff against the Giants. We did the same thing. We almost lost to the Giants, and we're not good. So, the Cowboys. So, Jay Daniels gets the Commanders their best start, and good for them. I know they're division opponent, but good for them. They've been waiting for a while, and I really hope they don't make the NFC Championship for us. That would be embarrassing, but, at this point, we kind of deserve it. So, but good props to the Commanders. So I know you're seeing this Barkley thing a lot, at the backwards hurdle. It's cool and all, but this isn't even part of the video. I don't know why CBS Sports even thought about putting this on every single score, but this was in the best game. Drake May pulling off that game-tying TD. I don't know how he did. Just threw it. It looked like it was going to be sacked, and just threw it, and it was somehow caught. But, Titans win overtime. Seems to be always Titans not good, Patriots not good. Well, we've seen this past couple of years. Yes, we have. Cardinals are looking pretty good. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., a great duo. The defense is looking much better than we've seen them. Holding Caleb Williams in the offense only 9 points. That offense we thought we would be good. And they're good, but they just don't mean to be as consistent as they need to be. This is a team. The Bears have been struggling. They got to get back going. Cardinals looking good. They can win the NFC West. And I know it's not the good division, but they're much better. They're not the same old Cardinals right now. Well, it looked like a game. It looked like the Eagles would just roll over them. But it seemed like the Jaguars tried to come back. Philadelphia did take care of business. I was kind of hoping the Philadelphia would lose. And then again, I did pick them to win. But, I'd rather it looks like our season's over anyways. Could be. Not saying will, but it may be. I don't know. But Philadelphia does take care of business. Saquon Barkley with a backwards hurdle. This one actually makes more sense. Saquon Barkley, yes, signs with 2 TDs and went over. This seemed like a more Saquon game. Trevor Lawrence having lowest passer rating of his career. Jaguars got fine with it, but the Eagles looks like they're still rolling on the offensive side of the ball. Defense kind of let up, and so the offense, I guess, he's got to score points. So they're looking like they could maybe win the NFC East. I mean, the Lions, man, they're just really good. We didn't think we'd be saying that after a while, but they're just really good. I can't doubt them, and I didn't. I picked them to win against the Packers. Then their offense just scoring, and their defense getting the pick 6 over Jordan Love. I mean, they're just all over the place. Getting the win against a good Green Bay team. What do you do? I mean, Detroit's just good. Of course they blew us out. We're bad. They're good. I'm sorry, I won't mention Dallas anymore. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm just comparing the teams. Of course, what I've seen, and compare maybe a little bit to Dallas, but I won't tell you more. I'm not talking about Dallas. I'm talking about the Lions. They're a much better team, and I picked them to win the Super Bowl for a reason. They are the most complete team, I think, out there. The Chiefs, yes, maybe second, and I know they're undefeated, but they're going to lose eventually, and I think it'll be Buffalo next week. This doesn't seem like the Rams game we saw against the Vikings, but hey, Seahawks aren't even that bad. They got the win the Rams needed. The offense, Puka, though, they get thrown out. They're getting a little bit better. The Rams team, of course, the injuries killed them. We've seen it kill them, and it's proof that was the reason at the beginning of the season they weren't doing well. So, when Seattle as well, I don't ever know with Geno Smith. He throws high TDs but high interceptions and lead stats, but he don't seem to be that QB really for Seattle. And DK Metcalf's out. Seattle needs some changes, but LA, much better now with guys back. Puka, don't get ejected again. I think I just talk a lot because this is almost over. It's almost with a 10-minute limit. Sunday Night Football, not the prettiest Vikings game. They aren't that dominant Vikings team. I thought they would lose for a second, but they did take care of the win against mid-Colts team. Sam Darnold finally picked it up with Justin Jefferson at the end. The defense just stood their ground. The Vikings do go to 6-2, and they're at one of their best starts since like a couple years ago. In Monday Night Football, we usually give props to the defense of the Chiefs, but they didn't really seem to really want to play well or play as we thought they would against a hurt Buccaneers offense. But Patrick Mahomes limping and all that, finishes out in overtime. Wouldn't go for 2. Maybe you thought you could catch him. Maybe Todd Boyles thought he could get Mahomes off guard with being hurt. Nope, can't work on my homie. I'm not glazing him.